faces adversity. He fights through it. He finds a way. Freedom isn't free. Rolling strong. Belief. Believe you can, and you will.
Wheelchairs for Warriors provides mobility solutions to veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty. Join the mission and visit wheelchairsforwarriors.org.
The last to fall. I won't shed a tear for them to see, and I won't have your name to call, 'cause I will be the last to fall.
So earlier today, in the course of looking up things that I may want to talk about on the air, this did not fall into that category. But we all know what an SRO is: school resource officer, cop that goes into these schools and makes sure that everybody's safe. They're invaluable, to be sure. Well, in Texas, this SRO was helped by the JROTC. God bless those guys. He sat down with his firearm strapped to his side and shot himself in the damn leg. Uh, he's okay, thanks to the JROTC members that responded quickly and was able to give him some assistance. But I'm sorry, but I'm sitting here thinking, one bullet right there in your shirt pocket. Keep it there. That way you don't Barney Fife that shit anymore. So it's
perfect word.
This was in Texas. I don't know if I think I mentioned that, but anyways, it happened in Texas. Now, closer to home, the arraignment of Mickey Stines was today. He's the guy accused of shooting Judge Kevin Mullins. And I think the next court proceeding is, don't hold me to this, but I think they said October 1st. There's a lot behind that story there, but we don't want to get into that until we know that it was either true what's been said. Of course, because look, Whitesburg is not unlike most any other town in eastern Kentucky. It's a small community, and word travels all over the place with that, and it gets out fast and it goes fast. But as you can imagine, when something like this happens, theories explode, and some of those theories may or may not be true. I don't know. But what I do know is that Stines has been charged with first-degree murder, and this first arraignment was this morning. And I can tell you something else I know for a fact. Kelly K loves hush puppies because apparently it's in the chat. I like hush puppies too. So it's, but somebody asked me today if there was any new developments concerning Amber, and nothing that I'm aware of. Excuse me. I do know that I think the first pretrial conference is October 19th there. And as far as anything else, nothing that is known for a fact. So, and then of course, the school threats that are going around, they had 2 this week so far. And of course, you got to remember today's Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday. We still got a couple of days to go in the week, but they've had 2 at Betsy Lane Elementary this week. Both kids were arrested. And I'm thinking that they were something along the age of 12 or 13, something like that. So 2 arrested. And why am I not surprised? Let's see. We got Chucky, Jason Voorhees. No, Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Pennywise, Freddy Krueger, Saw, and Ghostface. That's kind of like the mama of collections, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll have to bring out my Halloween stuff a little early, so I'll start wearing it in September.
Mine is not nearly as fancy. As a matter of fact, you probably can't even see what it says. Well, there. Harley Davidson.
Yeah.
So it was a gift some time back. But other true crime stuff, other things that have been happening around the region. I can't help, and I go back to this. I mentioned it last week. I just wonder if these threats coming in and out of these schools is the latest in some kind of a screwed up challenge, a warped challenge. They had the Tide Pod thing a couple of years ago. They had this and they had that. And
it's called Land My Ass in Jail Challenge.
Yeah, it's the Land My Ass in Jail Challenge. Because let me tell you, I've spoken to some of these cops. These guys they're taking no quarter on this. This is not a joke. And whenever one of these kids makes these, and so far they all do have one thing in common. There's been no instances of firearms found on school property, which is a good thing. That's a very good thing. But it makes me wonder. Now, the last kid that got arrested wasn't even at school when he made the threat, but apparently he had made it off school grounds, which it doesn't matter. If you make a threat, look, I keep going back to Klebold at Columbine. I mean, all the videos that they had shot of before that day in that high school that took all those lives. They were out there in the woods with these assault rifles, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now, again, you got some of the libs out there on the left going crazy about guns. These guns didn't kill a soul. It was the people behind them. Okay, that's like accusing a freaking fork of making you fat. It's the actions taken with it that result in the trauma, that result in death. So, and people talking about access to guns. I get. I don't think that a firearm should be made readily available to just anybody who walks in off the street and say, yeah, I'd like a gun. Otherwise, people like Lloyd would have them.
He's got about 10.
I know he does.
He's sitting over here just cracking up.
Four. I mean, I've got, a couple of handguns and, one or two little toys.
When we first started hanging out, he would carry it in his pocket all the time. I'm like, I got you. I'll protect you. You don't need that gun. Because I was afraid that he was going to Barney Five.
This was before he knew you, right?
Well, we knew each other as
you
kids.
Didn't meet now. Yeah, I was going to say.
And then we went separate ways. And then met again. And, well, he started messaging me. Will you go out with me? Nope. You text me back? Nope. And now look at us. Fun times.
Yeah, of course. He's committing adultery with a doll.
That's okay.
Reagan. I mean,
I'm open. That's good. That's fine.
Well, it's nice to know that you are a forgiving person. So, but
put her in a can too.
Well, I got nothing. So, and other stuff like that. I think that we pulled up, and I don't even think I've got it pulled up right now. But yeah, the SRO issue in at least this part, Floyd County, has pretty much been resolved because the Board of Education went in, jacked up the pay rate, that they're going to be paying school resource officers. And our sheriff, John Hunt, said, look, within 14 days, which now would be 13, you are going to have 4 new resource officers, which will cover the gap out of these schools, out of the 17 campuses, I think it was, in Floyd County, that had no SROs. That's when they were using people to go back and forth. Well, now they're going to have dedicated school resource officers. So I got to say, they're taking this seriously, and they should. Mm-hmm. Look, sending my kid to school when it was hard enough. But being the way it is now,
it's ridiculous.
It's crazy. I mean, when I was going to school, our biggest concern was who was getting the beer this weekend.
Exactly.
Now what these kids have to go through, some of them, especially the kids that are there for the right reason, they're trying to do something with their lives. They want to, they've got things that they want to do, and some may be undecided, but they know, well, I want to do better than what's been done. I want to see if I can make a mark, something like that. You've got a lot of them. Yeah. And Candace said, try working in the school. Hell, I can't even imagine. But now that was something that John had mentioned too, was that the SROs are there for the students and the faculty, which I think that that's absolutely great, because our teachers, our administrators, the people that work in the office, the people, that are behind the scenes that make it, those are the people that make everything tick. The cafeteria workers, God bless them, because the hell they have to endure is, I don't even imagine that. But it takes them all, and every one of them, every job in there is vital. So to have, the threat, you got all this stress of feeding X number of kids if you're a cafeteria worker, or if you're working in the office, maybe you're one of those people behind the scenes, you're making things tick and click. And now all of a sudden you've got the threat of somebody coming in with a gun, and they're going to go Arlie Ermy on your ass. That doesn't fly for me. So yeah, I am 100% pro police. Take care of this, because let me tell you, Ross Shurtleff, John Hunt, every cop I know, including Kentucky State Troopers, they're not dealing with this crap. They're not going to put up with it. You make a threat, you go to jail. And you're talking about a sentence of 5 to 10 years based on whatever it is. But threatening, second degree terroristic threatening, that's a felony. That's nothing to laugh at. That's nothing to sneeze at. And like I said, a lot of my friends are cops, and you can mention it to them, and you just see that vein right there start throbbing. They get madder than hell. And I don't blame them, because what do we want, a Columbine on our hands? Do we want a Virginia Tech on our hands? And those kids at Columbine didn't deserve that. Neither did those teachers. Virginia Tech didn't deserve that. All these schools, they did not deserve that. I mean, it's a simple. And I'll tell you another thing. And for some reason, I just looked at Charles's comment, said, "Amen, Chris." This, I think, is great. If they would consider it, there would have to be measures in place. I know that a lot of veterans have post-traumatic stress disorder. They have PTSD. God love their hearts. But if you got veterans in there that have passed all the checks and all this stuff and whatever, let a couple of veterans go into these schools. Let's see how fast that kind of behavior will be tolerated. It won't be. I know, I'm the son of a veteran. I could even sniff at a comment like that. My old man would have had his size 12 sideways up my ass. And then, as he would say, this is where the fun starts. You don't do that. You don't make those kind of comments, especially when you've got somebody's son or daughter or husband or wife that works in the office, or maybe they work in the cafeteria, or it doesn't matter. To me, the man or woman that pushes the brooms, cleans the bathrooms, they are just as important as the superintendent. It takes every single one of them.
Yep.
To make sure our kids are safe and that they have a decent environment so they can get some kind of education, so they can learn something in. And yes, if I could go back, that is something that I would change, is the way I was in school. And I wasn't violent or anything like that. I just didn't pay attention because I thought they had nothing to teach me. Hell, I know everything. I'm the smartest person in the room. I'm the brightest guy in this room. Yeah, that didn't quite work out to my advantage, looking back on it. But through God's grace, which is his grace, is when you don't deserve something, but you get it anyways. I've done well for myself based on grits and the talent that God gave me of having a mouth that the voice carries. It happens. So with that being said, I do pray for every kid going to every school system, be it Floyd, Johnson, Pike, Martin, McGoffin, Lawrence, Letcher, wherever. It doesn't matter. Every school in this country, I pray that Jesus and God will keep them safe. And I really pray that we will follow suit with some of these other states that are saying, by the way, you all need to start teaching the Bible again. Some states are doing that. It's coming back. When you take God out of something, you leave a lot of room for something else to come in.
Yep.
Who was that Christian comedian I watched a couple of days ago? He said, well, we told God, get out of our schools, get out of our house, get out of the courthouse, get out of our lives, get out of here, get out of there. And then the first time something goes wrong, everybody's screaming, oh, God, help us.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the Lord is sitting up there on his throne going, well, you don't make up your mind. What do you want? Well, as for me, Lord, I want you in my life all the time. I'm going to start asking him what to wear in the morning, because apparently I'm 53 and I can't dress myself. Look at me. I mean, maroon's not really my color, I don't think, but it was something that looked semi-professional. Going, well, thank you, dear. Lloyd never paid me a compliment on that, but it's Lloyd. Asshole.
I can't see it.
That's because you don't look. Open your eyes. And he says,
he said thumbs up.
Oh, did he? Okay. So he says thumbs up.
Yeah.
Lloyd, I love you. I mean, really, I know if brains were gunpowder. There is days, though, that I can see stay. What was it you told me a while back? There's days that he makes a freight train want to take a dirt road.
Yep.
Yeah, I get that. I do. But we love him and we tolerate him. Again,
There you go.
Every night I say a prayer before these shows concerning Lloyd. It goes something like this. Heavenly Father, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Lord, please grant me patience with him or give me bail money, because without one, I'm going to the other.
Sound like me.
Amen. Yeah. That's pretty much how it goes. Hey,
Mhm.
Lloyd, wedding invitations. Tina wants to know.
No.
It's Reagan. She's your sweet snickety bickety boo.
She's still sitting over here.
Yeah,
Yep.
she's gonna
That's his
be
probably about to been big.
she's gonna be the Cash Kennedy do.
You idiot.
Please turn up the box, because if not, I'm going to need bail money. I'm going to say something I'm going to regret. I love him, but I'm going to say something I'm going to regret. Has it been active tonight?
Yeah. From what little bit I've been down here, it's been kind of crazy. But one thing that we do have going on with the dolls is they're going to be back to Mason on Main in Winchester.
Okay.
So they're going to take the top 10, and there's going to be a couple that haven't been seen that I'm going to let him have this year.
You showed
put
me
in the
one
windows.
day, and you asked me if I
Uh-huh.
had a feeling off of it,
Yeah.
and I told you, the doll
hmm
looks. You said Lloyd wouldn't even look at it.
No, he didn't want. He doesn't want to see it.
Yeah. And I did. I saw it. It was whoa.
hmm
But like I said, I don't get that feeling of evil out of that
Mm-mm.
doll. I get that feeling of a tortured soul.
Sad.
And that is harder for people to look at in many cases than something that is truly evil, because a
Yep.
tortured soul reminds you
Yep.
we're all tortured. It's just some
Mhm.
of us more than others. Everybody goes through that in life. I don't care who you are.
She'll be going too.
I'm
They'll
going
be
to
in the front window, right in the front windows again this year for Halloween. If anybody wants to go see the haunted doll tour, is going to be at Mason on Main, downtown Winchester.
Are you actually going to do a presentation, or are the dolls?
They're on loan like we do. We give them to them for a few nights,
Mm-hmm.
and of course they've got their stories with them and everything. They're blessed before they leave here, so everything's safe.
Okay, so people can come down and look at
Yep.
those.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they can come by and see them anytime they want. He said, if they close, they're still going to be right there in the front. You can come and look at them, see which one you think.
I would imagine that they would attract quite a bit of attention.
They did. They had a really good turnout last year.
Oh yeah, I'd say so. And it is getting into that spooky time of year.
Oh yeah,
Dare I even ask, is this your favorite time of year?
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I wish it was like this all year round.
And Lloyd's is Easter dinner, Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. What's your favorite? Anniversary. Okay. All right. That was actually a good answer. That was a smart answer. That was intelligent. So maybe there is hope. Tina said somebody needs to make the doll a dress, a wedding dress.
She got one dress, and that's all she's going to wear. I try not to get her out and handle her too awfully much.
It does kind of look like she's waded through blood. Yeah, a little bit. Mm-hmm. But with that being said, let's go ahead and fire up your. Oh, by the way, Contact is going to be starting next month. It's for Patreon members only. This is, there's a reason I put it. That's a picture of the face of the doll. Can you hold that up again, hon?
What is it? Well, don't look. Now listen. Warning: if you don't want to see this, it does cause some people thoughts of depression and things like that. They're all. I always put that out. This is part of her face. This is part of her face. So.
Looks a lot like the Michael Myers mask.
Kind of, but it's her face. It's
not a mask. It's her. But as soon as I saw it tonight, I got a feeling of pain and torture is what I felt.
I did too.
I don't know how accurate I am with that. I'm just telling you what I felt. That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah.
So with that being said, Contact is coming up next month, and I had a couple of people this evening ask me for the links, and I'm going to post that. As a matter of fact, I'll do that right now. If you want to sign up for Patreon, And it doesn't matter what tier, be it $3, $5, or $10, or $3, $5, or $10. Yeah. All tiers are going to be in there. But if you're not a paying member, you don't get access to contact. And that will start up probably around mid-October. And it's going to go on the air at 8 o'clock each night. Then when we go off, we'll come on to the gatherings. And we are
We'll have some fun.
Yeah, let me tell you, it is definitely something that is not for kids. It's there's a reason I put on there. This rating is a little bit. This is for grown-ups.
Adult.
Yeah, it is adult rated. It is, and it's because of some of the topics we'll talk about, and we're not even holding back on anything. I mean, if it's there, it's just going to come out. So
Yeah, we cannot promise that it's going to be clean stuff coming through, because look, we never know what's coming through, and I can't help it. And I apologize if it offends anybody, but that's what this
it's not
is
your
all
fault.
about.
You know, it's
We don't know.
You know, I mean, you can't control what comes through. You can't control what they say. What
Absolutely
they say is what
not.
they say. So, but at any rate, it is strictly for Patreon. How will it work? Everybody in here that's a Patreon subscriber right now, you've got a Patreon account. You log on, and I'm sure most of you guys have been getting the messages I send out every so often. Hey, this is what's going on. This is what's going on. It's the same thing. You'll get it in your inbox on Patreon, and it'll simply be a link you click, but do not share that link with anybody else, because we are watching all of this stuff. And if somebody pops up in there that's not a Patreon, Pam, they're expelled. They're gone. Because I honestly think that you guys that pay for something deserve something a little bit more. So, but anyways, now, Lori, if you can't be there for this, then you will have a link and you will be able to go back and watch it regardless. I really wish you could be there for it live, but it's not going to be once a month thing. It's probably going to be an every Wednesday thing at 8 o'clock. So, but yeah, it's going to last about 45 minutes, maybe an hour. And so the gatherings is going to, the gatherings normally goes an hour, hour and 10, hour and 30 minutes, something like that. I think an hour and 30 is actually pushing it. Because we ain't trying to keep you guys up all night. Most people have to work the next day. I get that. I can be there. I'm just a child. Oh, Baby Lori. That's what we're going to start calling her, is Baby Lori. So with that being said, let's crank up the box and let's see who's coming through. And that's something else too.
All right.
With contact, you will have individual readings with Stace while we're on the air. Is this the new sound bank that you've been using?
I've got it on. Yep.
Okay.
Is that coming through okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I can get it. Yeah, I can get it well.
Okay. You say he was ramped up on it? DH something was in the mirror. Were you coming out of the mirror on somebody trying to scare him? For a loss, something, it was nothing. They knew, and I was chosen.
Almost sound like a British accent too.
Is this Virginia?
Well, that goes back to what we were talking about earlier, Virginia Tech. They may be talking about all the violence that's been going on in the schools.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Could be. They know what you talk about.
Oh yeah, it's where it's been on. They've been listening to.
Yeah, Amber, go ahead.
So if I pull out my tarot cards, can somebody tell me what these cards say? Can you tell me what this is? Something account for any. Can you tell me what number is on this card? Does anybody else want to come through for anybody here with us in the
Amber was asking for Chad.
adoption something?
Adoption.
If you want to come through for anybody with us, the boxes are open wide.
I wouldn't know one of those from another.
It's probably backwards.
Okay.
Seven of Swords. Well, let's see. Corey, can you come through for us tonight? And Rosella? Didn't we hear something about Rosella last time?
Yeah.
I was thinking we heard a couple of things, and then later on that night it came through again. But I never could get anything back to explain anything. Let me get my call outs back out here. Hang on.
Sorry about that. I had to get the depiction of Lloyd and Reagan.
Happy birthday, Angel, from Candace. Everybody misses you. And Aunt Judy, if you can come through. She's here for you tonight.
Seer off fuse ease. AB done I can had Arco. Lower D house site dinner.
What was it? Oh, did you see I was going to show him our mugs.
Oh.
Our little. See our little.
Oh, those are cool.
Key bar or my bro gaff.
You know what it says?
I've had a lot of people that have asked us if we were going to show up at Apple Day or the Jenny Wiley Festival.
I don't know about this year.
No, it ain't happening.
Really
It did get me to thinking that maybe next year.
Absolutely, we can try to plan on it for then.
It's a 606 paranormal.
God, here we go.
Bring some of them haunted dolls and set them over there by Lloyd.
I listened when I come in. If we do that, I'm definitely going to bring some of them for sure. And a couple other things too, like an old box that everybody says was a debit box. Bring that too.
And make sure to bring a happy jacket to strap Lloyd in.
Look up here in the corner.
I see it.
Green that heel in their ear.
Him and his happy
She
fingers.
said, "Put it in your ear."
Well, I have to.
That brings the kinkiness to a whole new level.
Pueblo and Abdazo cured ease.
Can you send me a mental picture of what you're talking about? Because I can't understand you.
You
You're
know,
welcome to come through.
I was going to say sounds foreign, but I've never.
It also could be backwards, forwards. You never know.
Yeah.
Remember when you did that one completely backwards and it came through with a paragraph.
Yep. You know,
Missy something. Something, are you drunk and Prius? Something. That was for you.
My Prius ain't drunk. It's passed out.
For sure. All right, I'm going to change the card. Can anybody tell me what this card is?
See, Lori can see.
It said Lori can see, or what Lori can't see. It's what it sounded like. Tina something at the dam.
Tina, have you made any trips lately around the lake or anything like that? I wonder.
Ethan Yale is way.
There goes Ethan again.
Ethan.
Alan Bag, Neil and Polo.
Neil and Polo.
A sick ID cern.
We live on Polo.
I don't, Genevieve, anything like that's possible. It really is, especially if you believe in that.
Edir and their history.
In haste. Something.
You know me in hindsight.
Hello. Come to the other spirit box. Hello, can you tell me your name?
Sigel and Redamic.
Can you tell me what your name is?
Ed.
Ed. Have we met before?
So hyped Scott Earl.
Scott Earl.
That's what I heard.
Skeleton shoes are the best.
Scott Earl.
Jedson sequin ear.
Something with sequins in the ear.
That was scary.
He does sound a little scary.
Charcoro Jewett.
That almost sounded Aramaic.
It did.
Almost.
To ship it. Some kind of heath.
I mean, you're talking about Aramaic. That's not only
So Brett Langston.
an ancient language. That's practically a dead language.
So,
For sure. So tell her to go to the light.
Jeff Squidhead.
It was very, very country, like light. Tell her, what do you think? He's on in the music.
Adiusi Oshi Asti Heath.
There it is again. That sounds just exactly what Chris said.
Disregard.
Wait till I see Atamuri.
Wait till I see Adam and Mary.
yeah.
What will you tell them?
Jebba man kill Leo Cuser.
Well,
Did something happen to you nearby here?
about 6.
Release my what?
Charlie and
Did something happen to you near here where we're at now?
Probably.
Where have you?
I haven't left. I'm still here.
Over distance.
Over the distance. It's a short distance. Did something happen to you there?
Firstborn.
Firstborn. Mac. Corey, can you come through for your mom? Can you let her know if you're at peace?
Dave.
Hold from
Is someone blocking you from talking to Lori?
Music.
Because I'm going to ask whatever is blocking you to be gone.
Fat Kai.
Fat Kai.
Road Huey and Yerg. Greedy and you are redeemed.
Something you're redeemed. Could you talk to me in English?
I've covered
Does anybody
Unused.
does anybody else want to come through? You're not blocked. Anybody can come through. If there's anybody here that you want to talk to, come through. Back at River. Week something. Can you come through? Can you have someone to translate for me? Can you get someone there with you to talk for me? We cannot understand you for some reason. I'm so sorry.
Don't get mad.
Knowing your. And Samantha Angela wants to know where you've been for the past few days.
He knows said near in Kiardine.
I'm telling you, you know what that is.
Born he voted dire Iceland.
Did you want to go to Iceland?
Beth with Fikes and then Apnek.
Two is a
Does anybody else want to come through? Can you move any of the dog for us?
What?
It's okay, I promise.
You may need to change his diaper after this.
For sure.
I'm thinking like right now.
Can you move any of the dolls for us? Any of them that you like over there?
Really don't.
You can start with his sweet, snuggly, bugly boo, Reagan.
Is that when you keep saying you like a word or something?
I'm thinking like Trash Can Sally.
Yeah, I hear you.
That routers.
The routers. Does anybody else want to come through? If you can concentrate on who it is that you're wanting to come through, that will help a lot. Are you at peace, Chad?
Huh?
Could you come through? Or Corey, can you come through as well? And Mary would love to hear from Jake. You could come through.
Here.
Are you here? What's your name? Can you tell me who it is that you're trying to speak with?
The profile deer.
The profile, dear.
I think the crow falls here.
The crow? I thought it said profile. Look here. Iris. I'll tell you what, we're going to look into that doll a little more.
Yeah, the virus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I'm going to have to do a little more. Seeing what's going on with her.
Hell.
Man.
She's lit up, isn't she?
I'm going here.
Or am I reading that wrong?
Oh, yeah, these two right here, I'm telling you together, you can feel it. Always something going on around here, I'm telling you. Here, I'll leave that up to you.
That.
Aunt Judy, if you can come through for us. Aunt Judy and Corey.
He's so.
Let's see who else we got call outs for. Angel. Angel, could you come through? Let everybody know that you're okay. And Chad,
Here.
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 Thank you for saying that.
Fuck. God.
What does that say? What I thought I did. Fire truck. Goodness. I swear. Does anybody else want to come through?
I'll keep you.
Okay. All right, Mr. Music, is that you? Could you come through and tell me your name?
Snide Will.
Snide Will. Don't know.
God.
What? The EMF detector?
Yeah.
That's all it always does. Never fails.
Fire.
Fire. Were you in a fire?
Kim.
Are you trying to speak with Kim?
Honest.
What would you like for her to know? Jake, if you're there,
You would say
Mary,
Eve.
Mary wants you to know thank you so much because your organs saved several people last week. There you are, Madonna. There's Kimmy.
Light soft.
Can you tell me who you're trying to speak with? Sound like you said the power. What's the power? Can you tell me? Somebody else coming through with music.
Is not. Yours.
He said it is locked.
Head up.
Yours. Head up. Who are you telling head up to? Is there somebody that I can Kim again? What would you like to tell Kim?
My sack.
Sick. S-E-C.
I thought she said my sack.
I
was
know
like,
what you said. I thought it said the F word too.
On.
On.
I support.
Are you trying to tell Kim that you support her?
Yes.
She can hear you if you want to give her a message. She can hear you. Will? Is your name Will or are you... Wait a minute.
Our farm.
Your farm? That one sounds like it's super low on energy. That one.
Begin to limit.
The next.
Can you move one of the dolls if you're here?
No, don't.
Don't, it says.
Straight.
Golly, that voice is coming crazy. Let me push this up a little bit. Can't hardly see the dolls, the other dolls over there when they do move.
And dog.
Were you in a car wreck that was near where we're at right now? Can you tell me that?
In the priesthood? One of my
Priesthood. That's all I heard.
city.
Oh, you
Why?
Were you hit by a drunk driver? Is that what happened? I'm going to write down your name on a piece of paper.
freeze.
Can you tell me if that's your name? Yes. I'm sorry if that's what happened to you. I'm very sorry. I'm having a lot of people coming through, so please don't block the others. Let them come through and talk. You can talk about anything you wish. Anything you wish. Candace says she just saw an orb. He's over here. Lloyd said he's over here looking at him too. You're welcome to come through. You know, you're welcome to come into this room and talk. That's great. That's where they like to come in at and really get me going. I also felt something on my foot.
I'll just grab it. You'll see.
The last step.
Hello, Miss Shanoa.
Yeah, I think I might have been, Candace. I don't think I am now.
I don't see it.
Well, the great thing about all this tech is it's really cool tech. Bad thing about all this tech is it's tech.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You can mute yourself and not even realize it. Probably the 5 quietest minutes you guys will have of the show. So
Casper.
Casper.
I'm on a delay tonight. It takes me 2 hours to watch 60 Minutes.
Is that what they call you? Casper?
Me.
Me?
Nation of the city.
You should have just said.
I do that all the time, Tina. Happens to me all the time.
I do that when I'm cleaning. I have conversations with myself all the time. Did you say Ned? The friendly ghost. Yeah, for sure.
Not to ease the theme, play the game.
Let's read.
Not to something to play
Ease the something. Ease the something.
and play the game.
Play the game. Yeah.
I ain't got no damn time or mood for games. Just come on out and say it.
Can anybody come through and tell me their name?
Harold's.
Harold.
Harold?
Your fire vessel.
Now.
Play the game. Yep.
Play the game. What game?
Where at? He said
Wizards.
Harold. Yes, you heard it too. Is your name Harold? Thank you for telling me your name.
For all you.
For all of you.
Tilda.
No word of me.
Digital.
Digital. Never experienced.
It sounded like she was going towards digital upload or something like that.
Davy.
Davy.
Davy. Making the trance. Making the trance. Making the trance. Details.
Really was my
Flight head. Line.
Is your name Harold? Frightened.
Lots sport.
Something sport. Teens.
At power.
I don't know. Is that what you thought? Did you say Beth?
Surfboard kit.
It's her fault, kid. It's her fault, kid. It's her fault, kid.
Painful.
It was painful.
Kim.
Again, I mean, it's been gone for Kim all night. I don't know.
Strong.
Strong.
Am I missing something right now?
Oh God, no!
Well, there you go.
I'm out.
There you go.
I'm done.
There
Nope.
you go.
I'm out. Forget it. Nope.
Who moved? Oh, okay.
Both of them. Look.
Yep, she's facing a different direction. Huh.
I knew I felt like movement around, so I was. You're fine.
Imagine that.
Nope. Forget it.
Listen,
I'm out.
I'll put the camera right on them. Nothing's in here.
No. What?
Leaf.
You make fun of me all the time.
Is there a reason you don't like that doll?
Yes.
See.
Cat tone.
I'm going to pick her back up, okay?
You can pick her up out of the house.
God, feel this. Come here and feel over her.
No.
You.
Are you drunk?
For real, you got to take your finger and feel the stuff. Just feel her foot. It's like ice.
No, no.
What's it feel like, Stace?
Ice cubes.
Ice cubes. Okay.
I knew there was something around that I didn't figure it would bother this doll.
You thought it was going for Iris?
I figured for sure it would be a rotten Iris, which it looked like she moved a little bit to the side.
I might not be here next week or 7.
I'm telling you, it's so fun. You never know what's going on around here. It's great.
Well, I think Lloyd needs some PTO.
How's it great?
This is what I'm going to put up with all night.
It made Lloyd tingle in his special place.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to go up to my special place, which is upstairs.
I'm going to get one of those shirts that says, I'm with stupid.
You Smith.
Can you play me some music if you moved Reagan? Can you play some music for me?
I'm gonna get a shirt that says my her doll made me pee.
He will too.
Annalise.
Annalise.
Yeah.
And Joe Kokomo. They're my bestie.
State University. Understand.
Anyway, it's been great. Good night.
Stephanie.
I'm telling you, I'm feeling my hair moving.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling my feet moving.
Is that you?
Anthony.
Anthony.
You can go ahead and let Sugar Bear go. Sugar Bear's getting ready to have a heart attack.
I'll protect you. Look, I'm in between you and her. It's not going to come flying across the room. Let's hope.
Like Jenny did?
Like Jenny did. Oh my. You know what? She's out.
Where's she
She's
at?
out.
What do you mean she's... Oh.
You know, every time she's out, stuff happens.
Mm-hmm.
There she is.
She's my girl.
Jenny, are you causing all this commotion? And then, of course, there's the new one up there with the razor blades.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it was, look how sweet. It was bound to happen.
Look how sweet.
You know what? It could have been Iris that pushed her or something, or moved her around. Who knows? Don't worry so much about it. It'll be all right. Something you Eureka Pond.
I'm getting ready to go out there and jump in the pond.
I know, Steph. Can you give me the name of the person that moved the doll or pushed the doll over or caused it to move? I know. Listen, here's the thing about it. I was talking to Chris and we just got the doll and had it up on camera and everything. And the razor blades were in the doll.
Yeah.
Dad.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm. Who were you wishing to speak to? There goes the music. I still got his razor blades too. And whenever I put him out in Mason's window, I'm going to put these little razor blades on his story.
Oh, God.
I will. They're there for a reason. The dogs tore up too. Last night. Did you come to someone last night or have a message for them? I'm just going to put this right here. That way in case it gets pushed, knocked over, turned around, or whatever. We'll watch it for a minute. Can you move one of the dolls for me? You
We're
won't
going
do
to take
it.
them to Chris's place.
He won't do it while I'm watching. Never.
Oh God! Oh, it's so funny.
Would you say that's accurate?
Yes, but that's not nice.
Yes.
So mean.
More.
No more.
I remove anything that's inside of the dolls when I first get them.
High growth brick.
I said growth.
It sounds like a hit magnet.
I said growth brick.
Growth what?
Growth brick.
I thought it said gross breath.
APR.
That's me.
Oh. What if you lay off them damn chalupas?
Thanks, Maddie.
For free.
Something for free? All for free? I don't know. Can you tell me what your name is since you're down here with us?
You.
Sorry.
Whoa.
Did they say I just saw an orb? Did they say I'm sorry? They said I'm sorry. Well, thank you. You didn't scare me.
Did me?
But you know how Lloyd is. He always gets a little scared easy. So just look over him.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh no.
What would you like to see?
Challenge accepted. Yeah.
Yeah. Please tell me what you would like to see. I want to know.
No.
I'm all ears. You've got my attention,
I'm all ears.
and I'm all ears now.
Soon to be all tears.
Charlie says, where is Cameron? We'd love to come through, Cameron, for your dad, if you can. We would love to hear from
Eyes
you.
or house.
Something in the house.
Evil.
The
Something.
rain.
The ring or the rain?
Ring.
Ring. That's good.
No, that's not good.
She does kind of look like that little doll, that girl in the ring.
Four reddish in the lead.
So leave.
If we see something crawling on the ceiling, I'm out.
Well, the only thing I saw was an orb. I don't think there's anything else going on. It's going to be fine. Nothing's going to happen. You're good. Oh gosh, Tina said she is moving. Okay, Tina. All right. Which one?
What?
Said she's moving. Smile got bigger. I thought so too, Steph, but I didn't say anything.
Oh boy. This is about to get good.
You got our attention.
You ain't got mine.
Ed, are you calling to Ed? Listen. Just chill. Nothing else is going to happen. I don't understand why you think she's going to.
He's moving.
Who's moving?
Reagan.
You see it.
Okay, listen, Lloyd. Just look the other way. You'll never know.
It said
He said Reagan moved.
I thought it said you are hurt or you are hurt. It said something hurt.
Hurt her? I would never hurt her.
I would.
Would you? She's moving. They said everybody's seeing her move.
Oh yeah.
That's great.
And 10.
And what? Did you move the doll? I welcome it. You're welcome here with us.
I meant.
You're welcome here with us.
Yeah, everybody's just bringing some more dolls. That's what we need.
You're more than welcome to come in here with us and touch any of these dolls that you see anywhere.
Except me.
There's plenty all around. You can move them anything that you want to do.
Lloyd's
You
going to
know
walk
that
out of there.
You
and
know
he's
you're
gonna see-
welcome here.
He's going to see Bathsheba sitting in a damn rocking chair holding Reagan.
Oh gosh.
And he's going to need a box of oops, I crap my pants.
I carry spare.
Good. Good.
Yeah, especially for this line of work.
He thinks I'm kidding.
Hey Reagan, can you talk through the box for us tonight? What? That didn't sound very nice. Can you come through and talk to us?
I shouldn't you said that it screamed.
You sound like it said something for a soda.
Who's that uses?
I don't know if there's 2 orbs above the computer.
What?
Look up. Went right into the wall. If there is anything in here with us, make these dolls move.
Or only.
No, don't.
Yes, do.
Make me move out of the room.
I mean, you can do it. We've seen you do it clearly. If you can make one of them move, that would be great.
Mason's going to have a field day.
Oh, Mason, I'm so sorry. These dolls are acting up.
What?
Look above the computer every time. It's like it's coming out of the wall over there, and I wish the camera could pick it up.
It really doesn't bother me when she moves.
Okay.
Yeah, she just fell. Yeah.
All right.
It really doesn't bother me when she moves.
Chris has been great. Thanks. Bye. Love you.
Just sit down.
I'm out. I'm done.
Just sit down.
Yep. I'm out. Bye,
Will you
everybody.
please sit the
Thanks.
heck down? There is nothing that's going to happen.
No,
And
I
I'm pretty sure I
promise.
just, oh, there goes the other one.
I'm done.
So Iris just moved too.
It's all right.
Up from that, Steve.
No, it's not.
Come here.
Uh-uh.
They've got this like icy cold. I don't know. Crazy stuff. Why are you all acting up tonight?
Because they've been challenged.
Chris made a mad.
Well, I'm sorry about any challenge.
No,
Okay.
Chris didn't make her mad.
Can you all be good?
You all presented them to run through the gauntlet, so that's what they've done. They're showing you they are there and they are very real.
Chuck this,
And
what
did you
I'm
guys
gonna
just, yeah, there's, now I'm seeing the little orb things.
Yeah, I've been watching the orbs over the computer. Said Lloyd needs some depends now. See if we can see any of the orbs coming through. Here's where I've been seeing the orbs come through. Right over in this area.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And they're
so
bright.
behind 'em.
They know where you're at. And you see he's over there at the other end of the office, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me what your name is? It's moving around the dolls. Is it some of the new dolls that we have here?
Send. Take.
You know, I never even thought about that. That could be,
I have a couple of new babies that I brought down.
that could have something to do with it, yeah.
This.
Can you tell me what your name is?
And then. Our.
Oh, are these dolls yours? She said ours.
This is a control.
Can't control? No, I'm not trying to control anyone. You can just leave them be for the rest of the evening. Thank you for coming through, and I hope that didn't make you upset. But we do believe that you're here with us.
What else, Lord?
Cameron, is that you playing the guitar for your dad?
I to do
to Judy. Great. Or something else.
Yes.
I'm here.
Is that what the deeper voice said?
Yes. Heather something E. Can you tell me who it is? Come over and sit down. Can you tell me who it is that you want to speak to before we have to turn the spirit boxes off tonight? Oh, if you don't chill out.
Your prayer.
Your prayer.
Your prayer.
Go in.
Okay, go ahead.
Our prayer.
Well, we're hearing somebody's.
And
I bet you got something for tonight, eh? Now, I always say this. All the folks that are with me in the chat room, Chris, they're all under my protection. Always.
Me.
Always, you're right. When they step into this and our show, they're 100% protected by me and my white light around each and every one of them. I am what?
That's it, I am it.
I am it.
And say,
Oh no.
Tina, you ought to see us off the show. Lord have mercy. It never stops.
Oh, it doesn't get any better.
It never stops, I'm telling you. Here, we're here. Thank you for showing yourself. Thank you for
students in the class.
not really yourself, but I think that you showed yourself in the orb.
nice.
Steph says her batteries died.
In her earbuds, yeah.
I think anybody who is any type of empath knows that there is something super active around here tonight. Now, I'm telling you guys, it's true. And I'm the last person to believe a load of crap, but I don't know why or what's going on and why it's so active, but hey, we'll take it.
Yeah.
There
Well,
we
we
go.
asked earlier if it was active, and I guess the question has been answered.
And I don't even want to think what it just said. I thought it said sloppy something else. But we're not going to talk about that. What'd you say?
I said not first, but
No. Hush. And you said, so you're the one that's talking? Does anybody else want to come through before we turn the spirit box off? Now, guys, can you imagine the Patreon?
It's going to be more hype than this. Now, you think about that, too. The Patreon thing is going to be new energy, new blood. By the time we get to gatherings, we're going to be a little bit tired, but we'll make it through it. But that Patreon thing, that contact is going to be. And on there, yeah, we will be taking, somebody can buzz in the chat or give us a call or shoot us a message on Facebook asking us if we can reach out to somebody. And that's going to be a big part of the show.
Told you. It's all making sense now.
Yeah.
Thank you, Madonna. Love you, girl.
Yeah. It is going to be something that's definitely good. And
Helen.
yep, Helen's name, I heard it.
Helen. There you go. Have you been trying to get a hold of her all night? And everything else has been going. Sorry. You don't have to be sorry. She loves you.
Sorry.
She loves you.
Cruise to.
And Jessica showed up. She's in there now. It's good to see you, Jess.
Hey, girl. Something. Oh, Lord. If something darted into her again and she comes flying across the room, I'm sorry. I apologize already.
Did I just hear Lloyd moan?
You did.
almost in a
You did.
sexual overtone.
No.
You shut your damn mouth. So it's
I do.
God.
Thank you for coming through for all of us tonight. Do you have anything else you want to say to Helen, or if anybody else wants to reach out to their loved ones? You need to come through now, please.
Last call.
Going to do the last call.
As you are.
It almost sounded like it said Russell.
It did.
Tell your mom or
Couldn't make that out.
Dad if you could come. It always does this right before we have to go. Look at Enzo.
Oh, no.
That'll be no.
Helen.
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 Do you need to tell Helen anything?
Oh, and Helen.
Ryan and Ed. Priscilla. You never, I mean, you wouldn't hear that name just normally.
It is a very unique name.
Yeah, that's us.
Mm-hmm.
Did I call your name out? Helen's listening.
How do we deal with it?
How do we deal?
Was
Somebody's playing a guitar, Charlie. Was that for Charlie?
Much for that.
And for them.
started by
I don't think.
I
Said something about baby.
I'm with Madonna on that. I've only known one Rusilla. And that
I
was,
never had heard it before either. And
that was Britta's mom. That's
it's
the-
weird to hear it. Yeah, because as soon as you hear it, especially on this.
there for 3.
You know, it's not like Fred or Joe or something like that. It's a very unique name.
What?
Wait to them. That's what she heard. I wish I could have known her.
Oh, she was great. She really was. She was a good person.
Bill, please keep trying to contact Lori. And Bill, you know you can always come
Weekends out.
something the weekend.
I thought she said by the time the weekend's out.
Good one, Chris.
Attaboy.
Yeah, you don't know him. Come on.
No.
Cameron
Lord,
Lee
you're like
calls
my
me
child.
Dad. I've heard Dad. I heard her and Fred. Us.
I'm going to be like my child and put a sign on the outside of her door at her home. It says, go on now, get.
GIT.
Get. Yep, go on, get. She swears it keeps away the traveling salespeople, which I didn't know that they were any. So, okay.
Be like Lloyd put a little sign up on the door.
Yeah.
He's got one on the front door, and then I've got one on the back door for anybody in them. We got a gate up, it's private. So if anybody's back there, they'll read my little note.
Britta just said that Rusilla was named after 2 family members. And she didn't think that anyone else had that name. I've never heard that name before.
I hadn't either. It's pretty. No.
But now Britta is
Richard.
kind of uncommon. It's different.
Richard
There it was.
came through twice. Richard.
Uh-oh, you said what?
What is it? Oh, he's moving again.
Who is?
Enzo.
Oh, okay.
What is it, bub?
So he's not feeling comfortable.
He heard something out there like I did. Up there.
At the window?
Yep.
Okay.
There's birds. I've got 3 squirrels out there. So
Well,
it's
you
hard.
got a wildlife preserve in your backyard, so
Yeah. And with the windows up, so the squirrels will probably see us and the raccoons.
Yep.
I got 2 new raccoons. So
I love raccoons.
me too. Love the babies.
They're awesome.
Yep.
Extremely clean creatures.
They like to get up on the deck and climb. They scare me to death because we're up 3 floors where the deck is, and I'm afraid they're going to fall. What is it? Priscilla. That was plain as day.
She's coming through. She's letting you know that she's there.
You made her.
What? She's not moving. You don't have anything to worry about.
As you will.
As you will.
She's come. That name, Britta, has come through. Unless I've miscounted 4 times.
Girls. His guys.
Tell me it didn't do it again.
Facebook is off.
I'm out. Bye.
Here I grab.
It's been great. Bye. Can't do it no more. Love you.
Hike.
Bye.
She done moved.
She just fell.
Me.
I mean, nobody pushed her or anything. She just fell over. That's all it was.
Yeah.
I thought that might have slid by.
Now from Johnson & Johnson. Oops, I crapped my pants. Available in extra large size.
I'm going to put you all on standby. Thank you so much for coming through for everybody. All right. I do.
Okay, I think that's your camera moving around. Yeah.
My gosh.
How
Now I have to go baby him.
long is it going to take you to calm him down?
Listen, he'll be up all night, and then whenever he has to get up and go anywhere to do anything, I'll hear it again.
This is the life of a paranormal investigator. This is what happens. You know, if you're married to a cop, you got to deal with the uncertainty of whether or not they're going to come home, whether or not something bad is going to happen. And we all don't need to define bad. We know what it is. If you're married to somebody that owns a business, then you got to deal with them constantly being involved in something owning that business. If you're married to somebody like Stace, this is a part of the territory. And don't be surprised when you go looking for something and find it.
Absolutely.
Because it's there. Now, I do get that he's unnerved by it. But he needs to have faith. And yeah, I mean, if somebody were to say to me, well, you deal with that, I have.
Yep, he's been there.
Mm-hmm. You just kind of deal with this. And you have faith in God and faith in the people that you're with. So.
True.
Has it always been this way? Does he always get really skittish really easy where these things are concerned? Okay. I just wonder if he's had.
You know how he is. You at school with him too. He doesn't. And it's not that he doesn't believe, because he's seen.
Oh, he believes. Yeah.
To where he knows things happen and he just can't figure why, and he thinks he's got it figured out, and then something else will happen, and then
that's why
days.
That's what sends him into the shock. He don't understand it.
He can't get it through his mind if the doll is inhabited by something, or if the spirits are moving the dolls around just to scare the crap out, And I said it could be both. I've seen both. It's scary. It's real. Things like this happen. But a lot of times it's just spirits messing around. And listen, if it was me, I'd be messing around having fun too.
Madonna said if he believes her, it wouldn't scare him. That's true. But a lot of times people have a tendency to lean on their own understanding.
Yep.
And they're
scared to death.
It never works because you can't understand that. I mean, I can sit here and talk to you about Newton's law all day long. An opposite in motion tends to remain in motion unless acted upon by an outside force. Something at rest tends to stay at rest unless acted upon by an outside force. So, in other words, the dolls aren't going to move unless something moves them. Now, can that force be gravity? Yes, but the way Stace had those dolls sitting, they were planted pretty firm.
They've been there since the last show and the time before that.
And this is big. She's right.
And I'll get up and jump around and show you guys next show that nothing's going to move them.
Not us, anyways.
I don't have any strings attached. I don't have any.
No. And don't get me wrong, I'm not asking for it, but every once in a while, I mean, I have very little happen here. You know, every once in a while, the lights will go off and on or something like that, but it's rare. So, but yeah, there's nothing there. Is she still cold?
Just like an ice cube. I wish that you could feel this. She's as cold as that can of pop I had.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty warm down here, really.
Well, temperatures are probably around 70, give or take, something like that. So,
yep.
Well, guys, like I said, it's up to you whether or not you want to believe. But I can tell you right now, I do. I've seen it. I saw enough I seen enough a long time ago, 2 years ago, to know this is actually back to when I was having experiences at that house. There's things that we just can't explain, and they happen whether you can explain it or not. And this is one of those things. So, guys, I'm pretty sure I put the link to Patreon in there if you guys want to sign up for the contact thing. Like I said, you got time next month, something like that is coming. But it is definitely going to be unique, and it's going to be pretty intense, I would dare say. And we're going to dive a little bit more into the true crime side of things. Pretty much me just getting on my little soapbox for 5 or 10 minutes and going on about it. And then Stace will do her thing. And we will be there to witness that. And hopefully Lloyd will be back then, too, after you get done dealing with him. So we'll kind of
fixing some chicken noodle soup and pat him on the back.
Pat the baby.
Pat the baby.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump off here. I hope that you guys have a good night, and I hope that you have a great weekend. And it looks like we should be back next Wednesday, good Lord willing, unless something comes up, which I hope it don't. Or at least if it does, maybe we've all won the Zimbabwe lottery. If I'm winning that, free tacos for everybody. So everybody gets free tacos. So, Stacey, love you, hon. Good job.
Love you too. Love you, girls. Love everybody.
I hope that you guys have a great night. And remember, as always, until next Wednesday, stay mysterious. Good night.